shoe on. I'm gonna live to fight another day. But you won't, bro. My hands are tired, I'ma slide like a shoehorn. I gotta make it home, I made my wife just had a newborn. Well, it's my
Way too many things I don't understand. I can't go the same way, not a chance. Gotta stand on business, I can't stand on sand. Gotta let it go, put it in God's hands.
Okay, it's in God's hands. Okay, it's in God's hands. Okay, it's in God's hands. Okay.
If you want a great life, there can be no days off. No days off. The desire to improve. No days off. Wanting better for your life and those you care about.
Indeed. You're in tune to the Focuz TV1 Network, Sports Talk ENT1 at the sports desk, behind the ropes with your man's Teflon Taylor, powered by Focuz Media, sponsored by Healthy Lifestyle Fitness, Get Fit the Right Way, Mind, Body, and Soul. Also sponsored by Put the Guns Down, the new up-and-coming movie starring Global Don, brought to you by Exclusive Photographs and Films. Indeed. As a up-and-coming music artist that switched up, or maybe this was his plan all the time, and most definitely it's really him.
It was really him. A little bit of both, man.
Most definitely, it's really him standing on business in that square circle, live in the building.
Type of business. Yeah.
That's right, King James, live in the building with that 5-0 record. I forgot to mention. Why don't you say hello to the people?
What's up, people, man? How y'all doing? Holla at your boy Teflon for having me on, man. I appreciate you for reaching out and getting me on the show once again, man. But this time, we, like you said, it's a plot twist. We're doing a little something different today.
Most definitely, most definitely. You standing on business though. On both sides. We're gonna get into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that most definitely, most definitely. So, the transition from the mic to from the mic to the stage to the squared circle. Tell us a little bit about that.
Um, Man, I've always been an athlete, so I've always tried sports, some type of sports. I just always got to be active. When I first started boxing, it was during COVID. Like nothing was going on. All the gyms was shut down. I was training, and there was a boxing gym next door. And I was like, man, let me go over here and see what this all about. I just kept hearing that bell every day. I walk over to my gym. I just kept hearing the bell. So I'm like, man, let me check it out, see what's going on over there. One thing led to another, man. I went in there, met my coach Andrew Mendez, and man, it was up from there. From that day on, man, I was in there twice a day. And then we just one thing led to another. He was like, bro, you should try to go pro. I see you can be something in this sport. And I'm not thinking nothing like that. I'm like, man, let me just box just to get in shape, stay ready, because I was still doing football and all this stuff like that. And then boom, we converted.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, how long have you been pro?
Uh, 4 years now. Yeah,
4 years.
four
So
years,
you
4 years.
you started out on the amateur circuit and you moved your way up to the pro. Is that correct?
No amateurs.
No amateurs, just
We
straight
ain't
to
got,
the
we
pros.
got no amateur experience at all, bro. I'm learning as I go right now, honestly.
Hold up, hold up.
I ain't got no amateur experience, none of that.
Hey, we got a natural here. Most
Yeah,
definitely got, because I didn't seen him in the ring. We got a natural, no amateur, just straight to the pros, and with that
yeah,
5-0 records. I mean, it's individuals that's out there that's been training for a while and went through the amateur ropes and all that, and
yeah,
got a O at the front of that number before the last
yeah,
number. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Facts.
definitely, congratulations to that one.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, what weight class are you in?
160.
160. So, do you tend to stay in that weight class?
Uh, for now, yeah, I think we want to conquer and take over that division at 160. I always come in underweight. I always come in at like 158, 157. So we may try to go down to 154 and see what that's looking like. But right now we gonna stay at 160 for a while.
Indeed, indeed. So, what would you say your boxing style is?
Um, Damn, everything. We do a little everything, but more defensive counter fighting. But we can box. We can get in there and make it ugly if we got to make it ugly. You know what I mean? We can get in the pocket and get in the and box if we have to. But you know what I mean? We hit and not get hit, man. Throwing combinations, defense work to offense, offense to defense. So a little bit of everything. Whatever the opponent bring us, man, we can match it.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, you spoke about passing the gym and just kind of getting that vibe and hearing him hit the bag and stuff like that. Is that what motivated you to become a professional boxer?
Say that one more time.
I said, is that what motivated you to become a professional boxer uh, as you was walking past the gym, or was it an individual or just something that just came across? What
Man,
motivated you?
it was just God's timing, man. It was God's plan because I didn't think nothing of boxing. I didn't think I was ever gonna do nothing towards boxing, with boxing. I liked watching it, but like I said, that day when I went into that gym, I was just going to get in shape, stay in shape, get some conditioning, just add a new, different type of training style to my regimen. You know what I mean? So he believed in me more than I ever even thought about this boxing stuff. So it was more him than me wanting to convert over to boxing or anything like that. So he convinced me, and then we just took it over from there.
You just took it over from there. So what was that journey like to reach
Uh,
that professional level?
It was different. It was different. It was a whole lot of grit, hard work. I think that grew me mentally. It grew my discipline because you can't, like they say, man, you can't play boxing. You can play it for so long until you get exposed. So you know, what I mean, jumping into the pros, you really had to tighten up on everything, man. It's just it elevated my life, honestly, inside the ring and outside the ring. So it's just been a whole different type of journey. But I'm glad I was able to explore this journey and still be on this journey. So it's been good so far.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's a great thing to hear. That's a great thing to
Thank
hear.
you.
Most definitely.
And then the good thing about it is I'm naturally falling in love with the sport. I'm not forcing it. It's naturally, you know what I'm saying, just working its way and taking over my life. So that's a good feeling.
Okay, most definitely. Yeah, we're gonna get we're gonna get into that a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
as far as just the boxing and the lifestyle and all that. So how do you mentally prepare for a boxing match? But don't answer that yet. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right
Yeah.
back.
I'm on my shit, I don't know what you want. I'm gonna live to fight another day. But you want, bro, my hands are tied, I'ma slide like a shoehorn. I gotta make it home, I made my wife just had a newborn. Well, it's my
Show them how to do it.
You know they act like it's a big thing.
Okay.
They get used to it. Brick City. My name is Coach David Mingo. You're in tune to Sports Talk ENT1 with your man Teflon Taylor, the creator. Tune in always, baby.
If you want a great life, there can be no days off. No days off. The desire to improve. No days off. Wanting better for your life and those you care about.
Indeed, indeed. You're in tune to the Focus TV1 network.
Yes, sir.
Sports Talk ENT1 at the sports desk behind the ropes with your man's Teflon, the creator Taylor, live in the building. Kenny King James.
We here,
Most definitely,
baby.
most definitely. Yeah, most definitely that 5-0 and climbing record. It don't seem like it's gonna quit. So mentally, how do you prepare for a boxing match?
Um, all that comes through like training camp, trusting the process. I got so much faith in my coach, man. Sometimes I just don't worry, and then believing in God and what the talents He's given me, the dedication to work at whatever I'm doing. So I grind whatever I put my hands on or whatever I feel like I'm getting myself into, I'm gonna give it my all. So after that, mentally I just prepare myself to trust the process of what we've been working on and just go out there and just let the results speak for themselves.
Indeed, indeed, most definitely, and they speaking in volumes. They speaking very
Speaking
highly,
volumes
high.
right now, man. We just getting started.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, what is your diet like before a fight?
Um, Try to eat a lot of fruits. Um, Eat clean. I take these supplements called Purium. Really good superfoods. Fit. I like to do fish because it keeps me energized. You know, it's light, none too heavy. Fish, asparagus, maybe some brown rice or something like that. So none too crazy, none exotic or anything like that. Just your basic, you know what I mean, and keep it simple from there.
Most definitely, most definitely. That sounds pretty fitting for
Yeah.
the event that's gonna get ready to take place. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, sir.
So I like to ask this question to the guest.
Uh,
What does the words larger than life mean to you?
what does the words larger than life mean to me? Uh, you could take it a lot of ways, but for me, I think larger than life mean is just like being present about just being able to live, you know what I mean, and go have fun, do whatever you want to do, no stress, believe in your higher power, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, and enjoying the fruits and labor of what life brings you, and you know, not worrying about so much little things because, like you said, this larger than life itself. You know what I mean? Just live it up.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. That was
Have,
a good
have,
answer. That was
have
good.
fun in life, man, because you only get one of them.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, you only get one shot at it.
You only get
Most
one shot
definitely.
at it. So whatever you do, man, just give your all and have fun while you're doing it, man. Laugh and love while you can.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
yeah.
That's the words of the day. Laugh and
Really.
love.
Laugh and love, man.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, what are some of the most significant challenges you have faced as a professional boxer inside the ring and outside?
Um, Inside the ring, since I have no amateur experience, I just never know how anything is gonna go. So those challenges right there, man, you just gotta buckle down. Like I said, you just gotta buckle down and then trust that process of the work that you put in going leading into it. So that right there is one of my biggest challenges. Is like, all right, I'm getting nervous as hell. I'm always nervous as hell before I go into the fight. And then when I get in that ring, everything the dust just settles, and then boom, we back, we active, we working. But before I get in there, it's like my mind all over the place. Like it's just I don't know. But then when I get in there, I flip a switch, so it works out for the best.
Most definitely, the switch is on.
Yeah,
You know,
hell
it's on in the square circle. It's on in the
yeah.
zone. Most definitely,
Outside
most
the
definitely.
ring, oh man, it's the discipline. You got to stay disciplined, man. You got to get your miles in. You're sparring. Make sure you eating good, and then recovery. Because a lot of people get injured quick. You got to have the recovery because we using muscles that a lot of people don't even know they have. Fast twitch muscles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being explosive, and stuff like that. So like being able to recover and then come back and go to work, and you know what I mean, that stuff is a hard process because you taking punches, you getting hit, and then you got sparring on top of that. You know what I mean? So outside the ring, it's not a challenge, but it is a challenge. You know what I mean? So being able to stay disciplined when you eating, being able to drink water, not partying. I don't party like that anyway, but the temptation of outside noise is always present. It's always gonna be present. So being able to avoid those type of situations and stuff like that, man, and stay head above water and focused on what you need to do. Those are big tasks that I face a lot when I'm outside the ring.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, it is a big difference, you
Man,
have to
real.
especially on the outside, when you're
Yeah.
kind of free, you still gotta maintain. Most definitely, most definitely.
Nah,
So
you
I
gotta think like not to cut you off. Like this is
oh,
an
go ahead.
individual. This is an individual sport, so you have to put the work in. You can't go trust your backup safety to come in when you tired and stuff like that, and you gassing out, man. So you gotta put your foot on their neck and go to work.
Most definitely, most definitely. I think you spoke about your team earlier,
Yes, sir.
and so what role does your team play in your success as a professional boxer to improve your skills and your performance?
Everything, everything. I look up to them, even though they're younger than me. I'm his only pro right now, but he got a lot of amateurs coming up. Um, but they got experience. They've been doing this since they was 7, 6, and them boys sharp, 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 sharp. And that goes to credit my coach Andrew Mendez, who's a genius at this boxing stuff. But the kids, man, seeing them wake up and go do this every single day is crazy. I don't think a lot of people understand that these boys been doing this since they was 7, meaning they got a different type of mindset, different type of mentality, different type of grind, and then going out there and letting their life on the lines like that, this young of an age, says a lot and it speaks a lot. So, what I mean? Every time I'm in camp, man, I always watch them. They always encourage me. They always inspire me. Just even being around them, man, being in their presence is just a different type of ball game. So they do they have a lot of power when it comes to my training camps and stuff too. They keep me focused and keep me locked in.
Most definitely, and that's why when you mentioned that you didn't really go through the amateur circuit of
Yeah,
it, that was kind of amazing to me because I deal with a lot of boxing gyms throughout the metroplex here in Denver, Colorado, and
yeah. I
yeah,
just
I
fought the
see
dude
'em.
I just fought was from Denver, Colorado. I think Apache Junction or something like that.
Yeah, I can't even think of. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of
Yeah,
the name right off the bat. But
yeah,
I see him. I see him as little. And, I see the little youngsters in there
yeah,
training. I see the teenagers, and I see the adults. So I see all three stages, and
yeah,
some of them I done kind of followed over the years, and I see the growth and stuff like that. So I truly understand where you were just talking about.
yeah,
About them giving you motivation to
yeah.
do what you do.
Yeah, it's inspiring, man. I love seeing them work, and then I love going to the amateur fights. When I go to the amateur fights, it gives me the chills because it's like, man, these boys be getting it. Like I love this, and then it's like, boom, my fight coming. So watching them, learning from them, I'm taking some techniques from what they done, and then incorporating it into what I'm doing as well too. So it's not like I'm just going there to go. I'm going there to watch, learn, and still be able to adapt and see how they've worked and see what they got going on, and it all plays out, man. It's just fun. It's a different atmosphere.
Most definitely, most definitely it is. Stepping
Yeah, yeah,
inside of the doors is it's a most definitely a different atmosphere. I mean, it's lovely. I mean, like to say, even just a person like myself that's not really trying to be a boxer. When you go
yeah.
off to the gym and you see all that happening, you just want to put on some gloves and just go with it. Just go
And
with it.
that energy hit you, man. It's like, oh shoot, let me get something in this here. Man. Let me see what this like. Yeah, it's stuff fun.
Most definitely, most definitely. So can you share any? Can you share any memorable minutes, memorable moments from being within your career,
Uh-huh.
within this short time that you have had being a professional? But it's been short, but it's been great.
Yeah,
I see great things coming.
yeah. I appreciate that for sure. Memorable moment. For me, every fight is a memorable moment because I'm learning and I'm winning. And it's like I'm shocking myself every single fight. Not that I'm surprised I'm winning, but it's how I'm winning. So like this last fight, I did a podcast with one of my boys, and I was telling him like, man, he was like, so who is this fight for? And I'm saying, I told him, man, this is more for myself to make sure I belong in this sport. Not that I doubt that I belong in this sport, but it's like, all right, you 4-0, the road is gonna get harder, the challenges are gonna get harder, the opponents is gonna be harder. Um, this your fifth fight. He gonna step to you, but you got to step back. So you know what I mean. Like this is your time to shine and make sure this is what you really want. And man, the mindset I had going into this fight was just way different. And going into the fourth round of that fight, his coach was on my ass. The opponent's coach was on my ass. Like I can hear him yelling, like he's sweet, he gonna fold, he gonna fold. Like and then like it just switched and flipped. That switch flipped in my head. Like, all right, man, let me step to this dude. And I stepped to him, and we got him out of there, and that to me was a memorable moment because my mindset, not because of the stoppage, but because of my mindset. I feel like I was winning all 3 rounds prior, but at the end of the day, when you get a stoppage, that's a whole different ball game. You feel different when you do that. So even that sequence, hearing him say that, and then hearing how I responded to that, no, that was a good memorable moment so far.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, so how I know this, and hopefully it won't happen.
Right.
How would you handle a setback, like a loss or something like that?
Um, I'm not a sore loser or anything like that. I just know it'll make me work harder for sure. But man, we don't intend on losing no time soon. Because I don't know, man. I just think we got a different type of style. We go in there with a different pace, and I don't know, man. I don't see it happening. But if it does happen, it is what it is. It ain't the end of the world.
Most definitely,
I get
most
we can
definitely.
you can always bounce back or you can go forward. You know what I mean? Those are the only 2 options at this point. So I
Most
feel like if that ever did come, God forbid it doesn't happen, but if that ever do come, I'm gonna bounce back and we're gonna be right back at it.
right back at it. That's right. That's right.
Right
Right, right back at it. So,
there.
how do you handle life and being a professional boxer?
Man, it's tough for sure. You gotta be like on like because I work too. I mean, I ain't made it that big yet. You know what I mean? To the point where I can't work, so I work too. So being on the schedule and stuff like that, it's been good. It's been good. I can't complain. I wake up, go run on my own. I don't need be babysit or nothing like that, or have somebody reach out to me. Hey, did you get your run in? You know what I mean? My coach trusts me. He knows I go get my work in. So being able to go do that, go train with my strength and conditioning coach, and then go box, then go to work. You know what I mean? So it's been good. It was a challenge at first, but once I got a schedule, I got organized, and I got everything set straight. You know what I mean? It's been easy sailing.
Most definitely, most definitely. Like I say, once you get it on track,
Yeah,
it ain't no looking back. It's
ain't no looking
straight
back,
forward.
man. And then I'm in the mindset where like I mean I want to see it through to the end. So we got to push that button and go.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, tell me, how do people react when they find out you are a professional boxer?
It's kind of shocking. It's like, damn, you a pro. And then when I tell them I ain't got no amateur experience, they really like, oh, hold the hell up. Because like man, everybody know when you box, you
Yeah,
start in the amateurs. You start young and you start in the amateurs and then you work your way up. Now, granted, you got those certain fighters who can skip it and go to the pros. I started at 25, so we weren't trying to go amateur at 25, 26, and then try to go pro at 33, 34. You know what I mean? So he was like, bro, you just gonna be taking a chance, and then and we did what we did.
most definitely, most definitely. I mean, just go for it. Like you
Yeah,
say, it's
you just got to go do it, man. Whatever you put your mindset to, and whatever you think, whatever is in front of you, man, just go do it. Have fun with it.
do it to the fullest. Most definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely.
yeah.
The first time you stepped in to that squared circle, how was that feeling?
The nervous as I've ever been in my life. I don't even know if that's a word, but I was nervous as hell. My stomach was in my ass, but I couldn't think straight. But like I said, once that bell rung, it was like boom, a flip. And I didn't know like I had that in me until that happened. You know what I mean? So it was one for the ages, man. It was a good fight. Like I said, I was nervous as hell, but then that taught me a lot about myself too. It taught me that I know I can go do this.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's it. I can imagine. I can
Yeah.
imagine because I mean, it's not easy stepping in between them ropes. Into that
And then
squared circle.
with no
A lot of
experience, all I have is
oh,
sparring. All I have is getting experience through sparring. So I'm like, man, it's the real test. No headgear. We got on 10-ounce gloves. So shit, I got to be alert. So me being nervous made me know I'm alert. I'm aware. I know what's going on. But it was a different type of nervous. Like this man is trying to take me out. Like this ain't football. This ain't tackling. This ain't
yeah,
basketball layup. Go get you a bucket. No, this is
it's
a
the real.
warrior sport, man. This sport is different.
The real deal. So
Most
how many
definitely.
times a week do you spar?
At least 2 or 3.
Okay, at least two or three. Do you
Yeah.
spar with individuals within the gym, or do you have other individuals
Uh,
out the gym to come
look,
in?
a little bit of both, but we mainly go to a bunch of other gyms and get that experience with those other guys. 'Cause I don't have a lot of guys on our gym in my weight class right now, so we mainly go to a bunch of other gyms.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, let's give a little shout out to that. What's the name of the gym that you train out of? Tell us a little
Mendez
bit.
Mendez Boxing Academy, man.
And that's located where at?
Mesa, Arizona, on University Drive.
And do you know how long have they been around?
Uh, they've been around for a while. They've been training for a minute, even before I even met them. I've been with them for 5, 6 years now since I moved to Arizona, and he was training way, way, way even before that. So
Most
I say he got like a 20 years so run.
okay, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely doing this thing.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely, we gonna most definitely.
he got some young amateurs coming up, man. His kids, the whole Mendez family, Andrew, Adrian, Aiden, then them boys are special, man. They're gonna be up next for sure.
Most definitely, we're gonna have to tap in with him and
Oh yeah,
see what we can get on the network here.
oh yeah. I'm down for that. Let's set that one up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make that happen.
I
Most
got you
definitely.
for sure.
So, your top three boxers of all time, and why are they your top three boxers?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna go Bud, Tank, and then David Benavidez. And all three of them kind of similar into the why I like them. Their mindsets, their IQ towards the game. Obviously, Floyd up there. You can't ever dismiss Floyd because he set the blueprint for this. But right now, those are my top three favorite fighters of all time. Um, Man, yeah, just the way they go in there and perform, man, it's just sweet science, man, every time. And you always want to incorporate something for me, my style, my athleticism, my speed, and everything like that. I want to incorporate something from those three guys at some point in my training so I can fight like that, so I can be on that high of a level. I watch them every day and try to see like what they see when it comes to sparring, when it comes to hitting mids, turning your punches over, running, training in general, not even just inside the ring. So I watch a lot of them guys and see how they do what they do outside the ring to do what they do inside the ring, and it's been good so far.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So, you know, when I really got into the boxing, and I started seeing the youth boxing, I was kind of skeptical about that.
yeah,
I didn't know, because I'm thinking that they training and they learning how to box, so they're gonna go to school and everything else and be and just
yeah,
just tear stuff up. But it's a different way. They training, but it's more on a discipline type of level, and a lot of them take that discipline and don't go out there and damage other little kids, because I mean they learning some serious skills that
your hands are a
your
weapon.
basic your basic teenager or your basic youth don't know. Or even some adults, I mean, some adults better watch out for some of these kids, because I mean that's for real. I mean,
Hey,
because
especially
they,
nowadays, for real, because these kids are savages now.
oh yeah, and they training to hit certain ways, strengthening up certain spots so they can take them blows.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's a thing. So what's your thoughts? I know we kind of talked about it, but what's
yeah.
your thoughts with youth in boxing?
Man, I love it, man. I like seeing them do that because at this point, you got to think like, all right, yeah, they're going in there and learning a different type of skill, a very different type of skill that can hurt people outside. But at the same time, they're building strength, they're building character, they're building their mentality, they're building discipline, and then they staying out of the streets. So they learning something lethal, but they staying out of the streets, and it's keeping them busy, and it's keeping them on course to be, successful in life, whether it's boxing or not. Because boxing has a whole different element to your life and confidence outside the ring, and just being in shape mentally, physically, emotionally. So I love it for the youth, man. It's a good thing as long as they're doing putting good use to it.
Most definitely, most definitely. Like I say, that's a good thing. I mean,
Yeah,
the other concern that I would have, especially being a parent, is my kid getting hurt.
yeah,
As a physical sport, even though they have on headgear. And then
yeah,
other thing that I would be kind of concerned of the blows and stuff throughout the time, throughout the year, especially if they start at a young age.
yeah,
Because I mean that does damage. I mean, you're getting hit, and you're getting hit pretty hard.
yeah.
So
Right. That's true.
that'd be I would have some concerns on that, but I mean, I see a lot of parents. I mean, I actually I see more amateur fights than professionals these days. I mean, that's a good thing, bad
Yeah,
thing, but you know,
yeah,
uh, we need to see more professional fights.
yeah.
Indeed, indeed. So, what's coming up? What's your next fight?
So we're looking at November 2nd right now. We don't have an opponent, a clear opponent right now. I've talked to the promoters and stuff right now, but November 2nd is the date. So that's what's coming up next.
Most definitely, November 2nd. So, excuse me there. Do you travel out of state, or do you just mainly box within your state?
Right now, we just boxing within our state right now. If we get that opportunity, we more than willing to go.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, that's most definitely. I might you know, have to get you down here in one of these
Yeah,
rings in
yeah, we have,
Colorado,
we have to come to Denver. I want to start traveling for training camps soon. I think once after this year, we'll start traveling and stuff like that. But Denver is one of my top places I want to go because of the altitude. Y'all got a different type of altitude, so that conditioning gonna be different. But I want to challenge myself to see where I can get in the best shape ever. You know what I mean?
A lot of boxers come to Denver just to train. They don't let
Yeah,
it be known. They still,
yeah,
you know, they still not really recognizing these Denver boxers, and we got some assassins.
yeah.
Like my man Troy Nash coming out of Colorado Springs. He's up and coming. He's out there,
Uh,
and it's quite a few more. Matter of fact, shout out to my man's David Mingo over at Brick City Boxing Academy. He's doing big things over there. Most definitely, we're gonna have to connect you with my man's, and like I say, gonna have to get you on one of these tickets or something like that. Get you down here to
Man,
Colorado, like
I would love to come
you
out there, man. So, yeah,
yeah, most definitely, most
yeah,
definitely.
set that up, man. That'd be different right there.
We're gonna get you out here, and also, we're doing this movie, so I'm gonna talk to you about being off into this movie. So that might be another reason why you come on down, and then from that end, you can just do your other little magic, make it happen, and
Yeah,
just make it all happen in one big bunch. You know what I mean?
man, I'm down for all business inquiries. I'm down to meet new people. I'm down to go to new states, new countries, and explore the world. So let me know, man, and I'll be there.
Most definitely, most definitely. So let's rewind the tape a little bit. Let's go back
Yeah.
to the music.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
say, when I first was introduced to you, it was on the music scene, and you was a expiring, up and coming. I mean, you had the hits. Anything
Yeah.
that you touched was gold. Even if it was a feature on
I
somebody
appreciate
else's
that.
album,
I
you made
appreciate
the
that.
album. You made the song. I mean, that's for real. I mean,
I appreciate that. Hey, you know what's funny, man? I didn't even
what's that?
post it on Facebook. We just had I just performed last night
Oh, okay,
at
really?
Pub Rock Live right out here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh man, that's it. Hey, yeah, I mean, most definitely we're gonna have to keep up with that. You
Yeah.
have new music out and stuff like that. You still in the studio
I
also?
got some new music in the chambers, man. I'm just waiting to see when I want to drop it. I'm waiting. I think so. Right now, my process, I'm gonna drop it beginning of next year. It's my goal. Is to drop it either between February Yeah, probably mid February is when I'm gonna drop again.
Okay. How did you get started in the music industry, in music business?
Uh, my homie Addison, man, Pound Gang Addison, shout out to him. He's been rapping for a long time. And one day we was just over, we was just kicking it, freestyling, and he was like, "Bro, let's make this song." That song we made is called "What's the Word." I'm gonna have to send it to you after this. It's called "What's the Word." We made that as our first song, and he was like, "Bro, you special, man. The way the way you story tell, the way you put your words together. What I mean, you should try it." And like I said, whenever I try something, I give it my all. So from then on, I just been
Most
trying
definitely.
to see what up with the music business. But it'd be so hard now because I box, and then you I put your all into one. Like boxing, my main goal. So I box first, then the music could come later. You know what I mean? So I've been able to juggle the two, but you know what I mean. Like I said, boxing come first, but definitely be looking out for new music coming next year.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, for you all that haven't seen a man's on stage, man, he gives that performance. It's something
I
to see.
appreciate
Most
that,
definitely,
man.
it's something to see.
And when we
On
performed
stage.
out there in Denver, bro, they showed us so much love, man. I was shocked.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, most
I was
definitely. I
shocked.
mean, that's how they do it like that. In Pound Game, he has a pretty good reputation out here in Denver,
Yeah,
Colorado.
yeah.
So most definitely most definitely show him love, and like you say, yeah, it was a nice little show. I
I
still
gotta
got
check.
footage and stuff from the show.
I gotta check his tour list because I don't know if he's going again this year or not. But if he do, or I mean, or early next year, I'm gonna pop out for sure. I'm gonna make sure I make that a priority to pop out there, man, because y'all show us so much love.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We gonna get you down here on a few things.
Hell
I mean,
yeah,
that
yes, sir.
too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited for that.
yeah. We're gonna the boxing, the movie. Now
Yeah.
acting, boxing, uh, music artist. I mean, and then I don't know what your other job that you kind of mentioned earlier is. So I mean, you're gonna be connected all the way around.
Hey, whatever presents itself, man. I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, before we get out of here, what's your thoughts on the P Diddy situation?
Hey, that man is a freak bull, bro. Yeah, and I hope he really didn't have 1,000 bottles of baby oil because that right there is on some freak bullshit right there. That's different. But then at the end of the day, man, all these artists and stuff, they already knew what was going on at the Diddy parties, and then they now want to say stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just a weird situation because, like I said, all these people already been knowing it. They've been going to the Diddy parties. They know what go on in the Diddy parties. It's like now he's just getting exposed for it.
Most definitely, yeah. He most definitely getting exposed. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a very interesting ending to it. I hope
And I
nothing
haven't
actually
really looked.
happens to him.
I
Go
haven't
ahead.
really looked into what else got going on because I thought I heard some like sex trafficking and
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
uh, sex workers and all this stuff like that. So I'm like, man, oh, okay. So these parties were really different. Like, yeah, he gonna get what he deserves. Karma's real, and he gonna be right where he's supposed to be at this point.
It's a few people involved. I don't know if he gonna try to take them down, but I know they're
Hey,
gonna have to do it.
everybody who be at them Diddy parties and doing what they do behind them scenes is gonna come to the light.
They're gonna have to put Diddy behind in protective custody
His
because
whole
they gonna,
whatever sentence they give him, he gonna have to have protective custody the whole time.
yeah, yeah, no, for real. I don't care how old he get, they
Yeah.
still
They didn't got Bill, they didn't got R.
man,
Kelly. Now they taking Diddy. Like, man, these niggas they
yeah,
better calm down, man.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Calm down. They gonna calm you down.
Yeah, they gonna calm him down.
Most definitely. Yeah. So you got any shout outs?
Uh, I want to give a shout out to Mendez Boxing Academy. Andrew Mendez mainly, you special man. He don't like to be on the scene like that. He like to be in the back. But I'm gonna give him his flowers while he's here because he changed my life. Mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I mean? So that's my biggest shout out. And then shout out to my family. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my baby mama. She's been doing amazing, man. We about to have our first newborn child. So shout out to her for holding it down and being the champ that she is. She's a real champion in this sport. being able to do what she do and carry a baby, man. These women are special. So shout out to all of y'all beautiful people, and we gonna keep it rolling from there. And shout out to you, Teflon, man. Shout out to you.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. I've got to say congratulations in advance to the newborn that's on his way.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
On his way. Do you know the gen? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah, it's a boy, man. And I'm gonna name him after me, so he gonna be the third. He gonna be the third because I'm a junior.
Most definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely
So
on
I'm
his way
excited.
next month. Is that correct?
Yep. About 3 more weeks, man. He'll be here. It came so fast. It felt like yesterday. We just knew we was having a baby, but he almost here. So I'm ready, man. And I know at this point when he get here, my life gonna turn around in a good way. It's gonna be fun. I'm about to have the best time of my life right now when he get here.
Most definitely, most definitely. You're gonna turn it up in the ring,
Oh
turn it
man,
up on
I
the
can't
mic,
wait.
especially in the ring. You know,
Feel
you got
I can feel the adrenaline and emotions that's changing in me right now to want to work harder in the ring
yeah,
so he can see me perform. But I mean, I think
yeah.
he actually gonna get to see me, but he ain't gonna get to see me perform in November. But you know what I mean? It's gonna be fun.
Most definitely, most definitely. You know, it, them years are gonna go by. You know, he gonna be up in the ring before you know it. You know, most definitely they go by. These days are flying by pretty fast. You know,
Yeah, they are for sure.
most definitely, most definitely. You've been tuned in to the Focus TV One Network,
Focus TV.
Sports
Shout out
Talk,
to you, baby.
ENT1 at the sports desk behind the bar, behind the ropes. Sorry about that. We don't want to put nobody behind the bars, behind the ropes. With your man, Teflon, the
Yes,
creative
sir.
killer in the building. Kenny King James, that 5-0 record.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. We appreciate you coming on. Like I said, we're gonna keep a tab of that record and try to get you down here to
Yes, sir.
Colorado. And most definitely, we
I'm
want
down.
to hook up with the training gym that you're training out of, you know, and shed some light on the boxers and the gym owner and whatnot. You know how we do things. You know, make
Always
it
showing
happen.
love, man. You always show love.
Most definitely, most definitely. So until the next, I think stay on for a few minutes, but until the next,
Yeah.
I'm out.